What is going on, everybody? Welcome over here to the channel. Today we kick it off with episode 25 of the Montana Cattle Ranch series. So sit back, relax, smash that like button, and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget we are doing a giveaway, information in the description below. Let's get to it. What is going on, everybody? So today we kick it off on March 1st over here on the Montana Cattle Ranch, and we have got a lot going on, and that's pretty much just a bunch of chores we have to do, but I have a feeling we're gonna make a ton of money this year. And why I say that is because we ended up having more cattle born in the dairy barn, on top of we added 75 cattle to the Angus barn, and I went ahead and cleaned out the manure over the winter, and we're up to 142,000 liters just in here that I moved over. So I want to get this going right away, because this is going to be a huge payday for us by the time all this is done. And then if we... You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and grab the slurry truck, and I will meet you at the dairy barn because we have so much milk. Like, a ton. So let me go ahead and grab the slurry truck and the extra tanker, and I will meet you over there. Okay, I don't know if this is going to work out exactly how I want it to work out here. But first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the slurry. We're going to take that over to the BGA. And we're going to produce all this slurry into electric charge and digestate, all that. Sell all that off. Because we have a ton of liquid fertilizer already. And then on top of everything, we're sitting on... Is it going to let me fill? No, I'm going to have to move this out of the way. We're sitting on a ton of wool we need to take care of. Like, the amount of... Would you disconnect here? What's going on? There we go. The amount of resources we are sitting on right now is absolutely... It's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. I did not think the winter was going to go the way it did, but here we are. Wait a second. It didn't fill... Huh? It filled the truck, but not the extra tanker. Is that because I didn't have it selected? Why? Wait a second. Is that not gonna allow me to fill that up at all? With slurry? Where is it? Right here. It says slurry right there, so I'm kind of confused by that. Why? Do I gotta back it in farther? Huh. Oh, you gotta open the covers. Okay, that makes a little more sense. I was very confused there. Whoa, and we're tipping. Wow, is that overweight? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull this. I'm gonna have to get a tractor for this. That's not gonna work. Maybe I sell this truck, sell that trailer, and we just buy a semi-trailer that can hold more liters. I may do that. I think that might be the easier method to this. we should end up with a decent chunk of money if we sell this tanker and the extension that we have. I was kind of hoping to just do everything at once, and it's not working that way. So, you know what? We'll just hop out of this. Let's see what we can get for this. Okay, 85,000 plus we sell this off. No. There we go. 37 puts us up to 189,000. I'm just going to go ahead and have them deliver it right here. We are going to take a fine for that, but not a big deal. I could do something like that. We just up it to the 64,000 liters. Or we kind of do the unrealistic version of this to hold a little bit more, and we're not making as many trips. I think we'll do that for this one. I don't feel like that's game changing by any means, other than kind of saving us multiple trips to where we gotta go. So let me grab the semi, hook up the trailer, and we will finish unloading all this. Okay, there we go. So let us fill all this up with slurry. I wish it went a little quicker than it did, but is what it is, I suppose. And yes, it's an unrealistic sized tanker, but if this was an actual farm, so to speak, I mean, I'm sure you'd be hiring out other truck drivers, or you'd have some kind of help to where there was multiple people doing this at the same time. So I don't know. I don't really think that's too unrealistic. Although I do have a few things on the farm that are unrealistic, I guess. I mean, not really, but we do. Alright, we emptied that, well, I don't know what you would call it. We emptied the slurry out of the dairy barn. Let's go ahead and grab the slurry out of the Angus barn. Should be quite a bit in here as well. Another 62,000 liters. This payday is going to be great. I have a feeling we're going to get a majority. I think we'll be out of most of our debt a majority of this year. I could be mistaken, but with all the wool, all the slurry, and then when you see how much milk we have stocked up that we're going to be able to turn into cheese, you'll kind of see where I'm coming from. Alright, so we have 208,000 liters of slurry going into the BGA. I think I gotta sit in here until all this empties up. Otherwise, it will just stop. There we go. And let us activate this for slurry. So we get electrical charge, methane, and digestate off of that. Boom. That's good to go. So, okay. Alright, we are good to go. I think. Yes. Everything is set to selling. Now, we should see the total, roughly the total, come next month. Now, one thing I didn't take into consideration is trying to get a tanker or a semi-trailer backed up into this position. Oh, yeah. Like butter. That was easy. Yeah, we have 113,000 liters of milk we're sitting on. That is crazy to me. I can't believe how much milk these dairy cows are producing. And the barn is not even full yet. And we're still sitting on a bunch of younger cattle. So they're not even able to produce milk yet. And we're already producing this much. I got a feeling moving to Montana was the right choice here. I, I have to think that. The amount of money we're able to produce already in our 4th year is pretty good. No, this is our 3rd year. I think we started on year 2 over here. I'm going to have to go back and check. But this may only be our 3rd year on the ranch. So we're full. Let me make my way down to the co-op and I will see you over there. Alright, we made our way over here to the co-op. We'll just go ahead and dump all the milk in here. And then we will check. I think we're going to have to turn the production on, which is no big deal. And I think I'll go ahead and just turn on the fabric production as well. Just because I'm about to bring all that next. Oh, wow. Oh, okay, that it kind of jinxed me. I seen the bar way up here. I was like, holy cow, we filled it. No, we did not. So, activate the cheese. And how quick is that going to... It's definitely not going to go through all of it, but that's okay. The wool, however... Okay, we have no fabric. Alright, activate this. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab our trailer and grab all our wool, and I will bring that down. You know, while I'm parking this trailer, I'm kind of looking at our equipment here. And I feel like I could get rid of the manure spreader and the slurry tanker. Or slurry spreader tanker? Spreader. I feel like we could get rid of those. Only because we are producing our own liquid fertilizer. And we're able to make a absolute ton of it. I feel like they're not really necessary. I don't know. What do you guys think? Comment down below. Should we get rid of them since we don't really have a use for them? Or do we keep them? I don't know. I feel like we should probably get rid of them. Only because, you know, we're able to make all our liquid fertilizer and we don't have to worry about it. I don't know. What do you guys think? My initial plan was to, you know, use all this slurry that we're making to fertilize our fields. But then the fact that we're able to just make our own, you know, fertilizer, that we could just sell it off. Manufacture all the digestate, methane, and electrical charge and just sell all that off. And that's a bigger income coming in. I don't know. What do you guys think? Comment down below. Would love to know what you guys think about that. Alright, we made it over here to the co-op, and we've got 34,000 liters of wool to go in. Love how quick that goes. Plus, we've already got the production set up, so I think next month we should have quite a bit ready to go for us, or ready to sell. Actually, I forgot about another thing. Let us see how many liters of beer we've produced. So, okay, we've produced about another 20,000 liters of beer, but we're still sitting on 47,000 liters of barley. That goes so slow. Even though it says 960 cycles per month, that it goes a lot slower than I thought it would. So maybe we'll wait until next month and do a big sell-off of everything, because we should have a bunch of cheese ready. I don't think it's going to go through all 100,000 liters, but we should have a bunch of cheese, we should have a bunch of fabric, and a decent amount of beer to sell off. on top of, we'll get to see our total amount sold from all our manure and slurry being produced. So I think we'll make next episode just a huge, like, payday for us. And see how much of this loan we can take out this year. So next thing I want to take care of, or try to look at, is let's see if we need to fill up any of these barns. I was taking care of it over the winter, and the dairy cows go through it a lot quicker than our Angus beef does. But looks like we're sitting at about 45,000 liters of food, 65,000 liters of straw, so they are good. Let's go ahead and check on our chickens really quick. I think they're still good as well. Yeah, we got about 7,000 liters of food. So we will call them good. I think it's really just the dairy cows that need the most. But you know what? I might as well go ahead and just fill up a wagon of TMR, because I already know they're going to need some food. And I think they're going to need some straw as well. I could be wrong, but when I was checking on everything before I started, that was kind of where it was at. And we are sitting on a ton of TMR right now. Thankfully. It could be, we could be in such a worse position, but the fact that we've got about 750,000 liters of food for these cows stacked up, I feel pretty good about our situation. Although, I was kind of worried in the beginning, like, okay, what am I going to do when we get a ton of cows? Are we going to be able to keep up? But I think we're not going to have any issues at all. So let us dump this, and then I want to hop out of the tractor as soon as it's dumped and see how everything else is going. I wish this would still keep tipping as you hopped out, but it doesn't. So, okay, they're down to 13,000 liters of straw, so we need to get some straw in here. But food, they should be good for the next month. Next month, I think we'll have to feed them again. They're starting to go through it a lot quicker, which was expected. But I think over the winter, they were going through like 30,000 liters a month, close to. I should have kept better data on that, but it is what it is. So let's grab some straw out of here. I may go ahead and grab maybe one more load of straw, because they don't burn through that as quickly, and I like to stay stocked up as much as possible, just so, like, I don't know, I think it's easier that... Huh? Okay, so this barn can only hold 38,000 liters of straw. Man, I wish those numbers were a lot higher. I know you can, like... not mod, but I know you can, like, change the... how much they can hold in the, like, folders of these mods, or, you know, these buildings. I'm just not smart enough to know how to do that. I wish I was. Nor would I be confident enough that I wouldn't mess up my save. I feel like I would probably do that, and I would be so mad if I messed up my, this save or any of my other series going on. I'd be so upset. So I just kind of deal with it and not mess with it. But that's pretty much about all we've got going on this month. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. A lot different. We weren't doing field work or anything. It was more of we just had a bunch of chores to take care of. But I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.